Surya Namaskar, some Sun Salutation variations, and we'll start out fairly slow and stretching out with it. Modify as usual as you need. You may or may not use the blocks, but I suggest having them nearby. We'll come to the front of the mat, and it's just going to be a 20-minute practice right now. Yeah, 20 minutes or so. So roll your shoulders back and find your neutral stance, feet hip widths apart, insides of the feet parallel, ground through the feet and relax your toes. Take 2 Dirga breaths here, full Dirga breaths. Palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, arms going up above. Gentle back bend. Exhale, flow through a jackknife here. Hands on the floor or block. Step back on your right leg. Good. Sink down here. And here's where it's nice to have the blocks to have a sort of a nice open posture in the upper body. So whether you need high or medium height of the blocks, it's up to you. Inhale up a bit. Exhale, sink down. So chest forward here, open chest. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Put your hands on the floor again. If they're not, step back to your down dog. Let's take a few alternate heels going down, pedal or walk that dog a few times, arms straight, and then both knees bending evenly, and lift your tailbone up and let your chest move in the direction of your feet there, and then stretch the heels down towards the floor. After your next exhale, hold your breath out and come down in Ashtanga Namaskara. So knees, chest, and chin. Try to land at the same time with those points if you can. Inhale, come up to your, like a cobra or an up dog, and exhale, down dog. Right leg forward. If you want, you can bring the leg up or just bring it forward. Blocks again, and we'll rock here a few times. Or lift up, inhale, exhale, sink down. Inhale up, exhale, sink down. Step forward with your left foot. Hold yourself into your legs. And inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, left side. Inhale, exhale. Left leg goes back. Good. And I think we'll do a twist this time. So place your left hand in the floor and your right hand on your knee and pivot around. So you're going to turn your belly button into the thigh there and pivot around on your spine. If it's easy for your shoulder to thread that arm up, do that. One more breath here. And come back. Step down, back into your down dog. Coil up on an exhale. After your exhale, you're going down without breathing in. And don't breathe in until you slide forward. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward. And if you want, again, lift that leg up. And step in between your hands. Right hand in the floor. Left hand on your knee. And give some space for your upper body to rotate into that left direction. And the arm is not leading the way. It's the coiling up of the spine here, the pivoting around in your spinal column that allows the arm maybe to feel really easy to lift up. Otherwise, you can have your hand right on your hip. Return. Step forward on your right leg. Pull yourself in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Right side again. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg back. Left leg back. Down dog. Let's go to a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. So go down to where you're hovering and then slide forward and down dog. Step forward on your right leg again, in between your hands, and then the left leg. Inhale up, exhale. Left side, I think we'll do the same thing on the left side. Step back, left leg, good, and right leg back, and shift to plank. So here's where you should really engage your core there, and go down to hover, and then slide forward, and down dog. Left leg up, or if it's from your down dog, then you can just step forward. And let me remind you, if your foot doesn't easily go all the way up and you kind of land halfway here, don't use your hands. It's actually not so easy to lift it with a hand, but with your arm underneath your knee. Step forward, good. Inhale up, back bend, return. Take a moment here. Take a breath or two. Good. And start again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go down. Right leg back. Let's rise up to a warrior one. So I'm going to start it from really low. So when you've just stretched out that leg back there, see if you can rise up from there. So you're in a super low warrior. If that's not doable, you can put your hand on your knee and help yourself up to a more sort of manageable position. But if it's fun down there, stick with that. Arms down, down dog. Coil up this time. This is Ashtanga Namaskara. Slide forward, down dog. Right leg forward, in between your hands, and we're rising up. So you're in a low lunge, come to your low warrior here, or put your hands on your knees, a knee, and rise up. Good, so you should be decently warm by now, I am. And then dive down, only to step forward with that left leg. One more side to finish off this cycle of Surya Namaskar. So left side, inhale, exhale, left leg back, and this time let's rise up to a higher warrior and flow a little bit. Inhale up, exhale, sink down. Inhale up. Exhale, sink down, 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 down. Hands going down. Down dog. And coil up, knees, chest, chin. Landing. When you want to inhale, you slide forward to your up dog. Down dog. Left leg forward. Either leg up or just from there. Step forward, and we're rising up a little bit higher. Warrior one, and flow. Breathing in and up. Exhale, sinking down. One more time. So this helps you, cultivate your balance there as well. Dive down, step forward. Pull yourself in, and let's roll up this time. Soften your knees, rolling up. Great. So let's try, for fun, we stretched open the legs a little bit. Let's do our one-legged, one-arm down dog. So come a little bit back on your mat, and you don't need blocks. You shouldn't have blocks for this. And we'll come into our down dog like so. You might want to watch first if you've never done it. I'm going to step forward on my right leg a bit, like a foot or so, and turn the toes out. Actually, I should probably show you here. So you're in a down dog. Step forward and turn the foot out to the side. Once you've done that, the knee will be a little bit bent. Take your right hand, grab hold of your right ankle, and begin to extend that leg, and then lifting up your left. And hold it there
for a moment. I was going to look at you. I'm so funny. I haven't done a video in class, so I'm seeing you. You know, I have done classes now and not videos. All right, so now come down. Very good. Come down with that leg. Let's try the other side. So now step forward just a little bit on your left leg. And don't step forward too much, because then it becomes this, like, you know, just your standing split pose. So it's just a foot or so, a little bit more maybe. And turn those toes out. Grab hold of the ankle before you try lifting that right leg. And then hold it here. It's a fun balancing pose and a super nice stretch for the hamstring. I'm watching you. Actually, I can't see you, but you're doing great. Yay. Let that leg come down. Go to your regular down dog. Now, let's have a plank pose. And go into your plank pose slowly. Draw your tailbone down under a bit. Engage your core. And let's just do a little bit of core here. So rather than going too low and risk of compromising your lumbar spine a little bit, hold it a little bit higher. So actually a little bit higher than a straight plank, and really tuck your tailbone. You'll feel your core gripping better. And then twist, twist, twist your hips. Twist, 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 twist. A few more. And come to stillness. Hold it. And now down dog. Knees down. And rest in child's pose. If you want your arms to reach forward, it's one option, or by your side. Or if you need to make a pillow, if that feels good. Rest there if you're comfortable. If you're in a position where your hips are up like this and you can't land, I suggest be on your elbows and cup your forehead in your hand and kind of rock back and forth a little bit. Give yourself a little nudge back into that spinal, into that child's pose, Garbhasana. And then slowly sit back up. So now, that's why I say spinal twist. We're going to finish off with a spinal twist, and I think we'll do a seated one. So, if you can, in this Ardha Matsyendrasana, sit with both knees bent, and that's doable, first of all, and that foot has landed. So I've crossed the left leg over my right, and my right leg is bent as well. So first you want to make sure this foot actually reaches the floor, that is not up here dangling in space. The second thing, which is really important, maybe more important than that, foot dangling or not, is that both sits bones are landed. Because if they're not, you're going to be tilting and then you're twisting around your spine that is actually bent. So that's grinding a little bit too much on the disc for my liking. So for anybody's really. So sit up super tall and check that. Are both sits bones down? Otherwise, the simplest thing to do is just to fold out, in this case, your right leg. That's usually much easier. And if it's still, sits bones are not down, go to having the foot on the inside of the thigh instead. All right, I'm gonna do this one, and you have those options. And that could be a day form thing. So always check, it's an awareness thing as well. You check every time you do your spinal twist. Take your right hand on the outside of your left knee, take your right hand behind you and lift yourself up super tall. And then we're gonna begin to pivot our belly button into that left thigh. It almost starts with the sits bones that you're shifting your left back and your right forward. Pivot around with super awareness on your spine, that you're traveling upward with your awareness. Good. And when you come around a bit, you can switch the grip, if it's easy for you, to have your elbow around the knee instead. And just go as far as you can, and feeling good about it. Turn your head last. And also you can look your eyes into that same, turn your eyes in that same direction, your left direction. Couple of deep breaths here. And then slowly return. Very nice. And we'll shift that leg position right away. So whatever you did on the first side, most likely you want to do the same thing on this side. But it could be that this is possible and it wasn't on the other side. All right, so we're lifting up tall. Sometimes you see this variation as well to really open up the shoulder in a nice way. So, but lift up your spine no matter what. Okay, so hand starts gently on the outside of that knee. Your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Lift up tall, turn your belly button. So you're in your lower back, and then the lower middle back, middle, upper, middle back, lower, upper, middle, upper neck, and eyes. And at that point, wrap that arm around your knee a little bit more, if you can. And breathe. And slowly return. Good. And then let's come just to an easy cross-legged position. Easy cross-legged is one leg in front, and if you have an easy time doing half Padmasana with one foot up, or if you have super bendy knees, maybe you're doing both feet up. But always make sure that that's something that your knees are enjoying. So roll your shoulders back and down, forward and up, and back and down. And close your eyes. Relax your eyes, relax your face. And find your Dirga breath. Belly, rib cage, and chest expanding as you breathe in. And notice your pulse slowing down, maybe your breath slowing down. And you can help that by starting to breathe your Ujjayi breath, your ocean sounding breath, and you can kind of funnel in the breath and slow it down and become aware of your breath, what's going on inside. Middle of your practice, even if you're at the end of this short practice, you're in the middle, you're in the center of it. Don't let your mind be anywhere else. So latch onto that breath, your pulse, or any other sensations in your body. If you like here, if you know Nadi Shodhana or Kapalabhati and you do this video several times, use this time for any of the pranayams that you might like to do. Ujjayi breath, Nadi Shodhana, Kapalabhati, Bastrika, or some kumbhaks, some breath retentions. And now bring your awareness to your root chakra, Muladhara, and send down roots into the earth. Or send down your presence, your loving energy through these roots that you've established over many, many practices, many sadhanas. Make that Mother Earth connection and offer up your love and gratitude. Maybe setting a positive earth intention, a way for you to serve your planet better or our planet better. Something you can do in your daily life on a regular basis that helps help heal the planet. And then also take a moment to visualize how you like to see this planet. You can visualize or work or sketch and paint an image in any area, like any ecosystem, an ocean, oceans, spheres, polar caps, for species or societies, wherever you want to create a beautiful image. Smile and find hope and joy in that. And we're going to take that image and lift it up into our heart center. Just lift it up, put it in your heart. And from here also we'll color the rest of this practice intentions, whatever comes to mind for you. Prayers, wishes, dedications, forgivenesses, or gratitudes, anything. And we'll chant 3 Oms and 3 Shantis for peace to send those intentions out. Deep breath in. Letting go. Trusting in the universe for some guidance and help. Let's bring the palms together in front of our heart and gently bow. And Jai Bhagwan. Have a nice rest of your evening or day, wherever you're at. Good. See you soon. I hope you did great. You did so great. I wish I could see you. Come to Zoom.